Me and Mama Jalos to the DJ Best and this is a program, The Hot Seats. This program they come to you every Wednesday, 10 o'clock, and they repeat on Saturday at 3 p.m. Well, as always, we talk about different issues, human interest issues. And today inside The Hot Seats, we get special people that we can talk with special needs. Well, we can say people with special needs, although some people can say disabled people. We believe say people are not disabled because except if your mind disabled, then you're disabled, or maybe if you're dead. But as long as you're alive, you're a perfect person. So we're there right there with people from special needs that can talk about the elections, that is a Sierra Leone Union of Disability Issues. And we don't waste no time. Yourself can be part of it. I'll go to my immediate right, my brother. Yes, Thomas, you can say hi to viewers and listeners out there.
Good afternoon, viewers. Mina Thomas Saliu, newly elected Public Relations Officer for SLUDE.
All right, my other brother on the left.
Good afternoon. Mina Mr. Abubakar Kurma, National Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Union on Disability Issues.
Okay. So I will start with you, Mr. Abubakar, and because we already almost talk about newly elected, and I know say, well, like I say again, we bring you now because we are and listen to our different media houses. You say not to election. So take we back inside SLUDE. Just give me maybe an organogram or a background about SLUDE.
Well, the Sierra Leone Union on Disability Issues na the umbrella organization for all persons with disabilities across the country. Then be founded in 1995 by a group of Sierra Leoneans. We have the late Professor Edred Jones of blessed memory. We have Mr. Kabakenoa. You have the late Mami Melrose Kote. We have the Mr. Thomas Leby. We have late Cyprian Kaba and host others. And I was a little boy by then. We meet in the Freetown City Hall where the rebel had been born. But then we start this discussion at the Sierra Leone Library Board. So the likes of Mr. Baba Mansari, a host others. So then she say, because of disabled people or organizations of persons with disabilities, they just they form without no proper structure, no proper leadership. You know, all man they do in a disjointed manner. Even organizations that way they can work for or on behalf of persons with disabilities, all man they just work without no proper monitoring and supervision. You see, so the whole thing was just in a scatter form. So we decided to say, well, let them form this organization here, so, and then people that we work together, it gets people that we then get various, disability background, various spectrum. You get the visually impaired, what you can call blind. You get the physically challenged, what you can call polio. Amputation, people with amputations, albino, people with, all the set of people, and then come together and say, "Law can form this union here. At least for law will provide a leadership." For all organizations of persons with disabilities within Sierra Leone. You see, for law will put structures in place, law will go able for advocate and lobby for the rights and equal opportunities for persons living with disabilities. Law will able for network, law will able for monitor, law will able for meet stakeholders, then duty bearers them, for let them pass legislations around persons with disabilities and rights, equal opportunities. Get this social, economic, social, and socio-cultural rights, ECOSOC, which is very, 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 very much important in human endeavor. So most of persons with disabilities, and they enjoy their rights than they. So then I make them forefather, they come together, they can form this SLUDE, Australian Union on Disability Issues. And SLUDE is based on advocacy and awareness raising on rights of persons with disabilities. Because mine is SLUDE not to organization where they go in a bank or any other financial institutions where they go take money to anything. So SLUDE, basically, I want you a background on civil society, how it operates, according to UN definition of civil society. And at that platform, then at this SLUDE work. According to UN definition of civil society, and they talk say, na a non-state, not-for-profit, voluntary entities, formed by people in the social sphere that are separate from the state and markets. CSOs represent a wide range of interests and tics. They can include, community-based organizations as well as non-governmental organizations.
All right.
So like waiting no more this now, they try for telling you slowly not to a money-making entity.
Okay.
We based on advocacy for rights. And since we slowly don't come into existence, I think say slowly we don't advocate for many things them bordering on the rights of persons with disabilities. Where this United Nations, Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability being come into existence.
Okay.
And the issue for localizer now slowly been do a robust campaign advocacy for let them go ratify the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Yeah.
So some of will be much going to parliament by then, try for advocate to the government stakeholders, the parliament,
What's what they advocate for?
For let them go ratify.
Okay.
Because only way government don't, way state parties they don't go sign them, then for come back na the country, then can ratify.
Yeah.
By way that a significant step down there for make you go localize them. Because not to all the provisions within that UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, you go able for implement.
Yeah, right.
State parties not go able for those because of some kind of financial challenges.
Okay.
So we go done with support of other organizations, them non-governmental organizations, able for ratify in 2009.
Yeah.
Understand? Then from there now for domesticate them, we get for do other robust campaign again for let them go domesticate them.
Yeah.
We will be able to get the Persons with Disability Act 2011.
Okay.
You understand? Now slowly nine champion all the issues then they. After we then don't pass localizer or domesticator into Persons with Disability Act 2011 now. There comes in the setting of a body way for oversee for the implementation of the act.
Yeah.
So therefore do other robust campaign back. Say they can establish the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities in 2000, in 2012. 2011 again, the same year.
Yeah.
So some of the issues and I slowly don't they do, and even we don't advocate for education and scholarship for persons with disability where they go into higher institutions of learning, especially in our government owned. They don't do one for students within our University of Sierra Leone, FBC, Milton Magai.
Okay.
You see, other institutions them they give them this granting aid. So now slowly I don't they champion all the even legislations around this way they talk about this radical inclusion back. Now slowly now one of the organizations there or union we champion all that process there with some other organizations them around. We will get this inclusive and radical inclusion policy where the current governments now they roll out. You see, so those are some of the issues then we as a union we don't do over the years, and also we don't work with partners them like National Commission for Social Action. In where you talk about this unconditional cash transfer, where they give to persons with disability them free of cost. They know they pay a dime for that. Especially this that COVID-19 period. At least slowly be able to advocate for persons with disabilities across the country, especially the time.
How many members do not soon gets within SLUDI? At the whole country?
Well, where they talk about membership now, organizations them.
Okay.
Understand? Membership now, organizations.
Yeah, but we must know almost.
Yes, by the according to what they now database, we get 301.
Okay.
OPDs them. We're legally registered with SLUDI.
All right.
Yeah. So we then are legal entities in SLUDI. We are members of SLUDI.
Okay.
As I talk to you so now.
All right.
You understand?
Okay.
So how and SLUDI it gets structures how it operates.
All right.
According to we organogram, we get the board of advisors.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
The board of advisors now they give technical, advice to the executive.
Okay. We don't need that board day.
Well, that board and the constitution dictates say the immediate past president of the union now for be chairman of that body. Now 5 people like in the day.
Okay.
But now an inclusive process.
All right.
Someday we can try for bring on board even persons who have disabilities.
Okay.
Where they can get technical expertise on disability. So those are the things they do. For where you come up from that body now, it comes to the national executive committee members there. We are 9 people in the day.
Okay.
Where we say they get the president, they get the vice president, they get the national secretary general, they get the assistant national secretary general, they get the national treasurer. You get the national organizing secretary, you get the national PRO, you get the national, youth leader.
Okay.
So then people and then constitute the national executive committee.
All right.
So where you come we get district executive
committee them.
Okay.
The way they are, they all are elective positions them.
All right.
Like what's the way they don't do the elections for the national officers? Then the national officer then they go from district to district now. Then conduct district elections, and each district then get their own executive as well.
All right.
Where they man the affairs of the union, now that the various districts them across the country.
Okay.
You see, so from there now you come to who gets the administrative structure. Who gets the director of administration.
Yeah.
Where in the office they do some kind of paperwork. Then they wise the executive at times, then can come with some strategic,
Okay. Plans and
policies. Then they
Okay.
way for implement.
All right.
So from there now you get now the general membership.
Okay.
You understand? Eh? So these are the structures in short of SLUDI on how
So since
they operate.
since them form slowly, what are some of the benefits that we think persons with making special needs people benefit from SLUDI?
Like which are the tell you now, beaucoup of them don't benefit from
That
scholarship.
cash business is just one part of it. That
Yeah,
cash
that
during
cash
COVID,
transfer.
That's just one. Which
yes.
other one they again?
We get other programs like they talk to you so now. They do a project with a mental health coalition on livelihood. Understand? Eh?
Yeah.
And that livelihood projects there, it gets so many components.
Okay.
You get the educational component of them, where we they rehabilitate schools them.
Okay.
Would they be ramps in some schools them? Would they do some directional points for no this policy and so you for go? Would they do some other boku things them? Now then schools then they would they give some kind assistive technology to people with special needs,
Right.
that they visually impaired? Would they give them material, braille, other things then we go aid them in their education?
What are the girl learning in there?
Now we
Okay.
in collaboration with SLUDI Mental Health Coalition,
Okay.
but now CBM Christian
Alright.
Blind Mission now they form that projects there.
Okay.
Now that now they do. About over the weekend, before last weekend, we just don't go give graduate about 60 persons with disabilities where they don't go pursue various TVETs in skills training,
Okay.
like tailoring, blacksmithery, garage dyeing, driving, all the issues then they.
Alright.
So after we don't do the graduation, we give them certificates.
Okay.
Down there now we give them back startup kits the same day.
Alright.
Some man they in startup kits it worth up to 10 million
Okay.
or 10,000 millions or
When I
10
can no
million
money
all
to for
years.
make sure say they use them for the right purpose than take them to another. The kind they happen at the DDR stuff,
Yeah, now they get our components now that project day. Now that post project monitoring component of them. We get for they go supervise. Now I make what they do, we know they do them in isolation. We they contact the S of OPDs then say, hey, we need so people for let them benefit from this. We now give you so people and they can. We they interview them, we they screen them. The one they way past, now they will enroll
All right.
into this TRSO. And as I they talk to you so back now, we just don't roll back other 20 where they into various centers them. Then they train back
Okay.
on the same thing. Then say where they done, we get for give them back certificates, we get for graduates, then we get for give them startup kits back for let them go start their life.
All right.
Although they advocate back some other organizations, the way they don't set up their own institutions where they support them, where they go into skills training.
All right.
Because mind you, persons with disabilities before this, most of them, because of financial challenges there, some of them don't able to go, that kind higher, educational levels.
Yeah.
And the only alternative for them now for let them learn skills,
Okay.
so that they go able to access the job markets. Either they go become self-employed or they go be employed in some form or the other.
All right.
At least for law we go pull them on streets.
Okay.
So these are the things then what they do. And we advocacy action, I think say even that passing of the Persons with Disability Act 2011 alone. Now a big success that one they way slowly don't do.
All right.
Because many of the persons with disabilities then right now the benefits from that kind of intervention
Okay.
they way slowly they don't do.
Okay. Mr. Bakar, as Secretary General for SLUDI, how much una don't do? You mentioned about.
Then Secretary General.
Okay. Well, Ingo able. You say then Secretary. We'll cancel down there. Okay. How much SLUDI don't do for advocate for them people who sit in the streets? Cutting tree, you see a lot of special needs people in there. Me not consider like for say disabled people in because like I say until your mind disabled, they go see that because people in them blind, we go say disabled, but the mind not blind.
it's sound, yes.
And especially in other part of the world we don't see people with special needs, so then they do not go even imagine say then they see. I don't see now the UK way, dog they move with a blind person, go wherever, I mean do thing and so how much now don't they advocate for? I mean, other people who they big in the streets where they go say are disabled. I need to talk about the one that maybe come on plan, but special needs people. How much the organization don't do for that?
Yeah, slowly beyond the advocates around that because
far
it is an eyesore for
Okay.
see most of we compatriots and at 43 they into this street begging,
Yeah.
or the begging, industry because it has been transformed to what we
Exactly.
call as a begging
Exactly.
industry.
You're right.
What it happen? Some of them, what you don't find out over the years.
Yeah.
Some of them with the end, they get opportunities.
Okay.
Like this business where they tell you about so. Some man they go don't train them. You get and start up kids.
Yeah.
And because of that orientation, then they compare, say, hey, if you can't sit down one place, as compared to within a street, what they compare for the day, what they get in a street. That kind of orientation there. They don't know, say, there is no dignity in street begging. So until we're able to orientate them, say, there is no dignity in street begging,
Yeah.
but there is dignity in labor,
Yeah.
at least we're able to solve that thing. And that issue there back, I think, say, now a social problem. For pool and person with disabilities in our state, now a social problem.
All right.
We I think say now government no more get that power.
Okay.
We they do and I tell you this not say we now advocacy now with specialization and lobbying
All right.
because we not get money. So the advocates, the lobby, state institutions them, stakeholders them, duty bearers them, for let them come up to legislations, policies like this Person with Disability Act. It gets so many goodies inside.
Okay.
Where they talk about free education for persons with disabilities or special
It
needs
work
people.
a practical free education for persons with disabilities.
Well, it get
special needs.
challenge.
Wouldn't it challenge?
The challenge there right now, if you go now from university, students and they complain say they don't begin ask them for extra charges.
Okay.
Yeah, and because the scholarship program it only
So what's
cover
one don't
tuition.
do with them complaints and the way they come?
And then complain then we don't the channel and to the right channel like the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Yeah.
Say now then get the mandate for for ensure say they implement what they inside the act.
Yeah.
We don't work in collaboration with them in that direction. You see, even the Ministry of Education, we don't engage them several times, at least for let them go able to address that issue of extra charges for students with disabilities in various universities.
Okay.
Because we don't find out say the extra charges then far outweigh the tuition fees. Understand? Eh? So that one it will make a very, very challenging for.
What about even the learning material, the braille, they're available in various institutions for special needs people, especially like blind people?
They're not adequate. Not to say they're not, but they're not adequate.
Okay.
They're not adequate. So
What do you mean adequate?
they're in short supply.
Okay.
They're not plenty.
All right.
Like some of who 3 days in this room here so. Sometimes we all 3 need the special things. Sometimes now me
One go use them
yeah
different
when me
company.
big brother and Thomas Ali no more I go able do.
Okay.
You will get them.
All right.
What about me and you? So now I make a reference to inadequate.
Well,
They're
one
in
main
short
thing
supply.
there again, where I don't know how far I don't go to advocacy there, because you mentioned about advocacy, and I make the answer question, give those. Buildings to give those special needs people. Other African countries, and they go Europe. Other African countries, then get, side away, go move to wheelchair from the first, story of the building, maybe even a 5th or 6th building. Different places then, place of work, when they sit down then they build more buildings then. How far not go there, advocates then?
Yeah, now that in the end, would come it center around implementation. All this way the act they talk about structural adjustments
Yeah.
of public buildings. Then it did in the act, and the act is clear about that. Anybody will now adjust in building. After 10 years since the act come into an existence, that person they commit an offense.
Okay.
There are offenses.
But anybody do it and do it for the offense because building and do it and not come. Government buildings and not put them.
And that's how you can now make an implementation. Now we challenge at this country.
Okay.
The country you get experts them for put together, document them.
All right.
But implementation always now we own challenge.
All right.
We ask them go say, because of inadequate resources. The other day one lady from United States, he get for engagement around that. They say, when we go for one workshop where they talk about this accessibility,
Yeah.
the building is so inaccessible, so he get for call me around. I say, I understand you're not the National Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Union on Disability, but this workshop when I get now, so the building is not accessible. What if you say, now say, mommy, we don't advocate, there is an act around structural adjustments for let them go adjust buildings them, for at least for them it will be accessible. But so the advocate to duty bearer and go tell you say money no dey.
Okay.
So the lady get for ask me, see, he believes say money no dey in this country for do them kind of thing. He say about their family, then they overseas. Then say they fly go overseas.
Some money they fly twice.
And even the politicians are potential.
Disable them. Yeah, now that's it.
Accidents.
Yeah. They say they're prone to accidents, all that things then.
Mm-hmm.
They say now them for prepare for their future.
Yeah, right.
For their emergencies then they. Who knows, sometimes some of them get for, because much of myself, the more they grow older, the more they become disabled.
Right.
So then for prepare for that, as you say, yes, it gets a point for me.
Okay.
I say, but the reality now, if you go to them, then go tell you, say, money they don't know they, for even right now, say, where you go now, you building, the lift self, not the work.
Okay.
Even a state house self.
Exactly.
You see? The lift system, so if you go now parliament.
So, like when I left out?
Yes, virtually we are left out.
Okay.
You see, the government, just they come, they put their document and it together, but implementation becomes a remaining challenge.
Executive don't do for push all them things and before come to the election, which is more important about then things they already talk about. So to me, more important, because even if we not get elections, we need a head who go make sure say all them things inside the act happen. So what thing executive we don't do for push all them things I go before?
We don't push continuously. We not relent to. We don't push continuously around the issues then they.
We not get representation of parliament also?
Well, that's the stark reality. Before this time, we don't advocate. Understand? 2007, we succeed for get one member of parliament.
Okay.
When a physically challenged.
Yes.
No. Honorable Julius Naikofi.
Okay.
2007.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so, I've been minister.
Yeah, I've been deputy minister. No. So we come out, they can to, the other elections, but we get for campaign. We've been doing in partnership with Westminster Foundation for Democracy.
Okay.
We get that standing together for democracy, forum through the Mindede. So at least we'll be able to get 3 members of parliament with persons with disabilities.
Okay.
But coming to 2023 now the whole thing just go back. As I talk to you so now, we not get no member of parliament with a special need or persons with disability.
Okay.
It's here. Not to say we don't campaign, we don't engage political parties around that. In fact, we make out one tool. We'll be using a campaign tool. We call them Voice for Space.
Yeah.
You understand? 2017, 2018 elections.
Okay.
Where that truly now be useful, we engage various political party leadership them. For at least let them go get, special yes, symbol now then you win
so now go
constituencies there, so then go vote for them.
All right.
So that time they will be able to succeed for get 3 members of parliament.
All right, thank you, Baka. Thomas, we'll come to you. We'll come to the election, but we'll talk about the issues and we think it's very important. You know, somebody we don't in the fight for special needs people for a long time, so you don't get the school. Well, again, one special needs person we don't hail, don't go to the United States and different side them, now for upload the technology. When are the way forward before comes the election about? Persons with disability, because the organizations can inform them, politicians can come inside the organization where come to politics, but for make the practical things that happen, make the acts, things that say within the acts happen, or buildings accessible to people with disability. What do you take?
I want to lay the foundation of what all Mr. Bakaron say.
Yeah.
And I will start for invoke the souls of our forefathers. Let them come hover around us, like Professor Jones, Emeritus, blessed memory, and a host of others where they lay the foundation of SLUDE.
Okay.
One of the problems we have in this country, organizations are formed because people seek their own personal interest.
Okay.
And that we not make progress in the disability world.
All right.
Like SLUDE, Sierra Leone Union on Disability Issue, it was formed on the basis of advocating for the right of persons with disability in this country.
Yeah.
And it was created in line with the operation of the Ministry of Social Welfare.
Okay.
Because like when Bakaron begin to talk about non-state actor, there is no organization in this country where will come into existence where the blessing of government is not there. Right. Even if now political parties, they therefore adhere to the rules and regulations of the country.
Okay.
So there is no way we will devoid SLUDE from the Ministry of Social Welfare, stakeholder, the government of Sierra Leone. And one of the problems we get with SLUDE, way up to this point, they're in a mess.
Yeah.
Most of these guys sought their own interest, and at the end of the day, they politicize the organization with political parties.
Okay.
Yes, so and because of this, their functions have been very, 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 very poor. Okay. They know they seek the interests of the members. And you look at it, Mr. DJ Base, yes, person with disability, of course, will not get for avoid the nomenclature for the standard of Sierra Leone. We just get for you disability, you know. Okay. The person with disabilities are the poorest in the country. They don't have any hope. As we speak now, they have even started what we call international begging work. They go Guinea and go beg for arms because hope no day. Yeah. And we don't fight, at the end of the day, we don't get the act. You know, Bakar and the others, these are young people. Like they tell me, they Freeway College. We started the policy. We started the campaign. We started the advocacy. You know, if they don't meet the foundation today, now out of we own sacrifice we do. Okay. But the young generation today, they only seek their own interest and they forget about it. As we speak, Bakar, they even say, hey, Secretary General, where is your president today? A youth sluddy, at the end of the day, he didn't have the UK. Okay. Look at our members, and they are suffering here in the UK. A youth sluddy, he went to the call and go to the UK and sit on there. Why
the president not there?
You know there, the UK.
Okay.
It is UK.
Is it true, Baka?
Yes, it is. Baka, my line.
Yes, sir.
Same thing. It is sluddy. A youth sluddy for Ghana, United Kingdom.
No,
it's still we can't, but you want clear that side.
Yes, he gets scholarship for go study PhD.
Yes,
okay.
But
like where they didn't work in
so when go, what are they representing?
Now, Mr. Salute will not the acting president because the constitution not make clear about when the president's not there, the acting. He can step now in shoes.
Okay.
So yes. In the UK now, they pursue in PhD.
Right. But a youth sluddy, a umbrella.
No, not just sluddy, now scholarship. Now
yes,
scholarship
no, I know what I'm
talking about. Can get that
Bakar,
once in a person's disability, qualify for that scholarship. Maybe when if I qualify for that scholarship, I can go for
Bakar.
If I go do a master's now, the college only admits them back, and the scholarship back, they don't extend that the Commonwealth.
Right.
So they do in PhD now.
So you think
there is an acting president. We don't step.
So you think we can wait for that kind of person when person with disability they under the rain they beg, when person with disability they not even get job. And one of the areas, even where the act don't come into existence, you people are not fighting to implement it. You know, say the act get a clause. We are in any factory where they employ a disabled person. There is a discount for the tax where that particular factory they pay. Government automatically they reduce in tax where they pay. If we don't sensitize such organizations in this country, you know, they know say the tax therefore reduced because they help person with disability. I believe most of them will come on board for employ the one way they can work in those factories or offices. It is there, but it's all dead letter because the rank and file of the executive, then they only seek their own interest. Yes, you see me working there. Of course, DJ Biz, I don't work with you over 30 years. Right. My school started in my own dwelling room, and from there I come on a pala. I go to a rented place. If you go to Grafton today, I have multi-purpose buildings where they help people with disability and even non-disabled people that they learn in that institution because I have passion for the job. You need to have passion. Forget about your pocket, and that is why our country is there at a snail pace of development because we are not nationalistic. We know they think of others. You know. And that is the situation. So Sluddy has been in a mess because we know they focus on helping others. We know they ameliorate the lives of others. We only think of ourselves. You know, so that is bad. And that is why even this election problem all don't come because then mandates will not expire. They continue to stay in power. You know, whilst others are suffering out there. It's not good.
So, Mr. Baka, according to Mr. Thomas, his own mandates will not expire. You can explain that date to Fambulen?
No, it's far away from the truth.
All right.
You see, Mr.
So when I get a timeline on the executive they in existence?
Yeah, because the constitution is very clear about that. Sluddy constitution will provide any room for a power of vacuum. And that's infernal force.
So timeline not if somebody be the executive not get time with it therefore?
Yeah, yes, executive according to the constitution are 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have been in power over 7 years.
So how many years?
Over 7 years or 8 years.
Me, I don't say we get election 2021. Where then why they been trying for interrupt. Who won all elections? We invite them, then go through the process. Somebody will first be invite for the presidency where they not their own camp because we don't divide.
So camp they can slew the back.
Yeah, and they don't divide because where they talk this now about political or
you created the camp. You created the camp.
Talk about well, let give me chance for land. We talk about politicization of Sluddy and then start them. You understand?
How?
So they don't get their own camp when the government's own camp. You understand?
How governments get camp in Sluddy?
Yeah, because
Mr.
of
Bakar,
meddling
Mr. Bakar,
into the political affairs,
Mr. Bakar,
internal political
All right,
affairs.
so I can't tell us now, since you be Secretary General, how long you don't be Secretary General for?
Almost
from
10 years.
2022, January
Almost 10
1st,
years.
and
2022?
2022.
2022 to now, almost.
I mean, it's 2021.
Bakar, let us be honest with
now?
one another.
Yes. Now I be Secretary General.
Yeah, that's
for
now
Slowly.
about 3 or 4 years now.
About 3 years now.
Yes.
2021 to now.
Okay.
How many years, Danny?
So you said 3 years.
Yes,
Now
yes.
you una for day in existence.
Mr.
yes.
DJ Base, they
Yes,
would have
yes.
conducted election during a corona issue.
Okay.
A time.
Yeah.
But then cast the blame on corona.
All right.
You know, then left her out. And up to this point, they're not even hand over. They have been playing with money when I donor money up to this point. But in the new executive don't form, they have to be accountable to the people, a person with disability in this country. Definitely.
So-
we don't
so-
get for hide behind our fingers.
So, Mr. Bakar, since una executive can money be done kind size slowly? Money
Yeah,
them-
I'm now we are saying money don't kind such because what did they do first?
So
They-
how una they run una affairs now? How
La come
Okay.
before that election.
If you are talking about mental health, mental health, no say,
I-
you know, you people were very illegal. For dealing with them, you want even give them case. You know, because you are dealing with them, where at the end of the day, you will be dragged to
government
court.
politicized slowly.
Yeah. No, it's not. This is just.
Government politicizing
It's
slowly.
not. Hey, let me tell you, Bakar, let's just be very honest. We are Sierra Leoneans. Would I first declare
Mr.
for...
Thomas Salina misleading and misleading.
Listen
you know
me.
nothing but slowly business.
Who told you that?
I guess you the guess.
I am a
You are
veteran.
misleading the people.
A veteran a veteran disabled activist.
You know about the slowly.
When
you don't know how slowly
when-
they operate.
when
you
I-
don't money they can or money no they can.
No.
Now make I don't
Listen.
Never join.
You know about the slowly.
Look
When
at-
they talk,
look
no,
what-
this na allegation, na false allegations.
But
you don't know how
but you
slowly
say
they operate.
organizations and they make up slowly.
Yes,
Yes.
but you know they inside the executive.
So
So you
this-
don't know how they operate.
I am-
Make this now. Don't let the premise.
I
Mr.
am
DJ Base say.
unfair. I am
Slowly,
unfair with
we know to
everything.
make money making machine.
Yes.
Now advocacy now what they do.
So
As
yes.
I dey talk so slowly, we know they get payments.
So no organization never go on money for implementing the program.
Wait till they say this no what I not tell you about mental health coalition.
Then na this BNT you tell me what that.
Yes, mental health coalition
But since you be here 2021 as part of the executive,
as national secretary general.
yes,
Yes.
una not be ever get any money from any
Now that at the country, what they do?
other them.
Then your government assisted camp. What they do? They write to all donors they learn and not get dealings with slowly. Understand? Eh? Even then go
how
as
they
far as
do
to
that where Sludi na
NACSA. If they
national-
say because they say we not legal. They say we not legal for operate.
Okay.
You understand? Eh? Even they meet NACSA, but NACSA they resist them. They say
so
them
una
people
time
are.
not expired
They
3
flouted
years.
the constitution.
3 years.
They flouted the constitution.
From 2022
You know?
to now. How many
you say
years?
2021.
2021 to now. How many
Yes.
years?
You
For
flouted
3
the
years.
constitution.
Exactly,
Yes,
we
because
there within the time limit.
you're talking about politicizing
You
slowly.
see?
So-
So what did they do? Mr. DJ Base that side.
Okay.
The Ministry of Social Welfare then writes site savers
Yeah.
because that time we don't get project to site savers. We close up to $1 million.
Okay.
For rural and house now some districts them. They write site savers. They don't work with slowly and say because of they don't care slowly go na court.
All right.
And at the same Ministry of Social Welfare now they machinate this year also. Then can go na
So why they
court.
say no work slowly?
They say because of we because of
time done done.
they say we time done.
Okay. Una time not been done?
Which time not be done it?
Okay.
Which time not be
So
done
which
it?
month?
Bakar-
Which month the 3 years for done? Which month inside 2024?
In next year January. Now we own time for done. Now
Next
for
year
going to
January.
elections.
Next year go in 2025.
Yeah. Now we time they done.
But you said 3 years.
You see?
From 2021 to 2024, now 3 years, Zandy.
Now they tell you so.
2025 can 4 years, Zandy.
Now it was still there within the time limit.
No, you know they will.
DJ Base.
2021 to 2024 is 3 years.
Yeah, now they come to so. So what they do? They write all NGOs. They will be done the work with slowly.
Yeah.
They write Handicap
What are
International.
the rights to them?
The Ministry of Social Welfare.
Okay. With
They
a
write-
partner too now.
Of course, that guarantor. Yes,
Slowly.
yes,
I
guarantor.
don't tell you this
If
nonsense.
it-
Slowly
if it-
now a civil society
I
organization.
know, but any kind of way, una must get a government.
Yes, entity like when
Of
gets
course.
Sierra Leone Association of Journalists.
Yes.
They're under the Ministry of Information.
Thank you.
You
so
see?
same
So
like
now, yes,
So the
same
same
like
thing.
slowly.
social welfare.
Yeah, yes.
Okay?
But that doesn't warrant them to meddle into the internal politics.
I not deny that.
Now that's
so
what they
the
say.
rights of the organizations then
Yes.
say,
For let not get dealing with slowly, let not work with slowly.
Okay.
All the projects they all for implement, they're not forthcoming.
All right.
So then put a ban, then put an embargo on slowly.
Okay.
For let NGO they not work with that. So who say go pull money? Even the ones say when they talk about mental health question, that's because of them get civil society, voice or lenses.
All right.
Now I make them resist and say no, this project here so. Not to say the money then can't give slowly. Now then they manage the funds. We just the partner.
All right.
We give technical advice. Who say necessary.
Okay.
They not give me money. That technical advice now they give them.
The area of
saying. So now they say then believe it's in a civil society organization, where government not for interfere into their affairs. Okay. Then call them if they're not like up to 5 times say for let them stop for work with but then resist them. Right. Even NACSA, National Commission on Social Action, they resist the government say no. If we say we know they work with the current executive now, we're not going to do it because now they get the technical expertise. Okay. Now they know them people, they know they need them. So that's what NACSA resist them with other institutions. Okay. So Mr. Thomas Ali, who say they put money now? For where they claim or we allege say it's where money not ever can we am.
So we don't have plans for an election on one all.
Well, we don't plan for your elections because we constitution is very clear on that. Okay. We constitution the dictate say we your election always if take place an annual general meeting. Okay. That annual general meeting now they can give account of how we've done the operate over the years. Yeah. So from there now, it therefore be climaxed by elections of national officers. You understand? Eh? And then people they will get for take part for that election.
How do they get the money for organize all land because it include money?
Yeah, we raise funds. Okay. We raise funds. As I talk to you so now, we don't develop a concept note. We don't send to international partners there. You understand?
Now that they do that?
Yes, if they do that.
For the past 2-3 years, how now they do forget the money?
For the past 2 years. Yeah. Now they can't sue. Then people don't allow for their partners and work with you for long.
You know the money. Truth.
Even some organizations and say waiting for subscribe every month or every year. Then they subscribe.
Why?
Because you are illegal. You are illegal.
You ask why? Because
that is always the case. Now, where some say they say election don't one come. Now, the tender is some money subscribe because of a one go for elective position. That has always been the tradition.
But people not can do contribution yearly.
Yearly, they did that the constitution. Then they violate that aspect of the constitution. Okay. Now, when they say through the election, they can now tender some money. It's let pay for 1 year, so let go eligible for be elected as national officer. Okay. So now so it happen. All so right. We say they expect really for pool money. When they say they need to meet to their financial commitments.
Right, okay. Now, Mr. Thomas Ali, recently we understand say when I get an elections, how then they happen? Well, again, say Mr. Bakar, they say you're not a part of SLUDI. You can clarify that?
I believe it don't violate my fundamental right of belonging. So I want to let it take that off. If SLUDI don't turn up, so we say a day today. Now, because of some of us, we are propelling power behind the existence of SLUDI. Okay. Franklin Kaba, I was the mouthpiece where we in power. And where you talk about politics, Franklin Kaba, when are they all day part the same executive or Naina the board of advisor, one of the board of advisor. Naina the first person in fact we declare clearly for a political party where it be as president. Wow. So automatically if they don't violate the clause of civil society status in SLUDI. You know that one the Bakar. You know it very, very well. So saying that the kind of role where I don't play in this country, where I don't spend the rest of my life advocating for persons with disability, say I not belong to SLUDI, now a real blatant lie, and I not go take her. Okay. You know, the truth is hard for talker. When I don't, at least at the end of the day, when I don't fail, when I'm not able to account to your constituents, person with disability are suffering out there. Yes, when I they in power, when I they implement projects there for when I own pocket, you know, are you Sierra Leoneans or you're even the president where it in the UK, it manipulate to in the UK, it in comfort. Then we have our brothers out there in our country, then they suffer. Then they come and go to Guinea for go big. The other time, one blind person even go die in that Guinea. They come with him body, one almami. All this is a sad situation for our country. Why can't we come together? Come together and uphold, you know, the dignity where disabled person forget. That doesn't mean say when we disable, we should be limited to the 4 corners of our home. We should be converted to useful tools and become a player in nation building. We have that capacity, you know, and that is why even myself, I never give any possible way the big natrit arm because one, I know what is in me. You know what I can do in this country. So if we allow them for let them self be educated like me, seated here, I believe others can emulate. But then they on street, Motka they bang them. They on street, then they push them. The other time, me, educated man like me, I go to one shop Libanese say, hey, better not because it was Friday. Because them just say everybody were disabled. Nah, for go big. You know, I was so angry. But at the end of the day, they apologized to me. Okay. You know, so we need to do something. Let us bury the hatchet. All right. Let us bury the hatchet. We are Sierra Leoneans. we don't in power. Work with this new executive. Some of us, they come on board, not because of personal gain, but I want to come and give my technical know-how. I don't so much achieve in this.
So if you ever meet them, people like Bakari and say, okay, now waiting to happen the way for Olo gets an election?
I am still extending the olive branch. I'm now the mouthpiece of Sludi.
But not all get an election.
Yeah, we don't get one. So that is why I'm calling them. Let them bury the hatchet.
So Bakari is saying an illegal election?
No, it's not. It's not. Okay. This one was supervised by ECSL, you know, so that credibility and transparency go there by the election, you know, and they were all involved. Everybody was involved, you know, and everybody in the locality, their own locality, and
so
voted.
You know, on the election?
Yeah, they were.
When at the start reality,
yes.
I want to say the so-called election is fraudulent.
Where is your base?
It not meets credible election threshold.
Okay.
It was a scam.
All right.
And because this is government manipulated.
Members of Sludi, they're not been there.
They know they did. Can you imagine Mr. DJ Base? He will conduct one whole election. Somebody will get this host, like where he can also. Not so you invite me for law can this host.
Yes.
Me go just grab no more I can this host. In fact, self, this is not privilege and I mean first time they say for me to you physically.
Okay.
Understand? It's a privilege for me. So I go just kind of more at this OCS way you will not allow me for kind inside. Not to illegality that one day. Not to thief.
So non-power member not been there.
Non-power we no day. The executive not been there. And a one man show. Now the one and the governments then your own people and now then go into these elections.
Okay.
In fact, one other candidate said where me go for where instead going your own camp and see Pastor Sirangawa. Instead me go for the race.
So who's camping there?
In get your woman self can make Sludi great again. That's what the campaign did.
Okay.
So because of you see say the elections, government don't fraud them, governments don't machinate them.
Government been there.
Why are you?
The Ministry of Social Welfare.
Them been there.
Yes, Ministry come to come.
Okay.
What did they do? Ministry of Social Welfare then go handpick Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone.
All right.
Human Rights Commission for Sierra Leone, Office of National Security, the police. For can do through the elections, so which is not constitutional.
ONS supposed to be there?
Yeah, them in there. Even if you listen yesterday, the interview SLBC, they tell you say somebody from Tonkoleli, from ONS officer, now they report say 90%.
Because if you call all their names and it seems as if you get some credibility for getting
people.
No, because it is against the constitution. No. The constitution everybody dictates say now government for can conduct elections.
Right. Are you not
like where gets the Sierra Leone Bar Association? They want me say now Ministry of Justice now they can conduct the elections. No, where it gets large. You want to say, Mr. Na Ministry of Information, they can't conduct the elections. Huh? Where is Get Trade Union? You want to say, Mr. Na Ministry of State, they can't conduct the elections. The question is no. This is a big no. We get real constitution. So why government want to say because we are pay responsibility, they want to use it as guinea pig.
Okay.
So we know they accept that one. That election, not to elections. In fact, now selection I then go do. Even a Pastor Sirangawa, he back out of the race. But still they maintain the name.
You want to say if you have a bad association the elections?
Yeah, now the same thing because this government here, as you say, every side, it go and put their hand in.
All right.
Then go and meddle into every civil society. Internal politics. That then try for close the civil society space.
Okay.
Which is not called for.
All right.
A government cannot do that. If you can close all the civil society space in the country, would that go be the bell ringer? Would that go raise the flag? Where government do something where they go into excesses.
Right.
So now this government they try to do. It's very, very unfortunate. It can't close all the civil society space in the country.
So Sludi gets an office?
Office
space?
That is a very big blow for them.
What do they pay for the office?
We get you one approved school. You understand, eh? No more, you know.
Would I give you? Would I get that structure?
Would I get the structure?
That structure, during
would I get the structure? Would I get the structure?
Would I get that time the government they give space to people and citizens, even organizations.
Not to social welfare in place.
Yes, now.
So why are you?
Okay.
You understand? Eh? They'll get other one back now can boost it. Number one can boost it. Most times they will operate steps.
So who they pay for the underback?
Yanda. Now we they pay for the.
Okay.
Now we they pay. In fact, now they are come to work.
So how will they get the money for pay for the?
Well, with the executives at times we will get small money. They put together done we get back one sister organization we are concerned for the development of disabled women and children.
Yeah.
Instead they can help we for pay. Now they pay for we because they say about umbrella organization. Some organization we are constituent members. They get money past the union. Now them for support the union. Mr. Thomas Ali, he get beaucoup money. He know they support the union for let progress.
They get money.
He don't talk this nonsense.
That is an allegation.
He says don't believe. Why not they use some of the funds and for support the union for let it go?
Now, so me understand what umbrella organization. Now, the constituent organization, and then for come together, then support the union for let get strength. If the union not get strength, what do you expect? The constituent members then? You see? So, like, this sister organization, what do they do for me? Concern for the development of disabled women and children. What do they do for? And they do a big thing for the Sweden. You understand, eh? So that will they do. Not to know more, tell you one power, now the ten they come for can bash of executives say they're not trying to all the issues like this, no way they say, hey, disabled and the big na streets. It's true, I don't tell you this, no. We Sweden not get more. Even advocates, what they do. Now, government's a responsibility for let's take care of its citizens there. Not to so. What's in a Sweden part that one? Who do the advocacy? Huh? If then people in the diner street, now government are not responsible. Now irresponsible government. So now no more they look at citizens there, then they perish. They no count to their aid. Not just the responsibility that one day. When a civil society organization, we not get resources. Government got all the resources. Then they use taxpayer money them. For let them live in luxury. Let them live in luxury. At the detriment of the citizens.
Too much time. Let me come in.
At the detriment of the citizens. Government's responsibility.
I think it can learn.
Okay, now over to you.
Yes, I think I need to give enlightenment to this man.
All right.
Disability issues, you blame government. From colonial days, there was no policies. Until Whitman ruled this country over 180 years, they not ever put structure in place to seek disability issue. You want to tell me, say, during colonial era, person with disability has not been in this country. It is only now where I believe we don't make a lot of progress because of some of us, we sacrifice we lay a foundation where the act come into being 2018 under President Nkrumah. Although that act, you know, now I want to describe it as a dead letter because most of the clauses in that act are not implemented because, as I said, the leaders who have been leading SLUDI, they are self-centered. They are self-centered. They are only think of their pocket. They when they grab and they blame government. Even if we have a theocracy government, when a government of God, if we are not sincere with ourselves, there will be no progress in this country. Let us fix the fact. But sometimes we hide behind our fingers because of political connections or whatever you can think of. I have never joined no political party. No political party will ever tell me, say, yes, Thomas Ali belong to this. No, I believe in my activism. I believe in the work of ameliorating others, the lives of others. You know, so that is why when you see I come, they elect me for a BPR for SLUDI. I need a change. I need a change.
What's election?
Yes, I need a change, and that is election. WUSA ECSL that was created by a statutory instrument of a country. They say not credible. We conduct election because when I go yuki, yes, when I go yuki. You know, everybody, your membership, you know, when a membership be did when a membership be did everybody was there.
Not credible. Any
that is your own opinion.
Because they get credibility.
That is your own
nationally and internationally.
That is your own opinion.
Then we constitution say now ECSL for can conduct election or Office of National Security.
Is it in
your violation of the constitution?
Is it in your constitution? Is it
not to election?
Can I ask you a question?
We can with a date for.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is it in your constitution to flout the election period where we now overstay in power? Is it in your constitution? You did something wrong. So we want credibility. For let credibility come within SLUDI. And I believe it's only because we are talking in a closet. Because like what did they talk? If now among the others where they be out, probably they would have chased you because they know they are suffering out there. You and myself for forget about this thing.
They are not only responsible for that.
Yes, we are.
Now the government. Why the government get all the resources? Why not they distribute?
Mr. Bakar.
You see?
DJ Base.
Then they live in luxury.
Listen me.
Then picking they're outside.
Listen me.
They fly how many times for months?
Oh my goodness.
At the detriment of citizens.
Learn from me, please. What I'm saying. When I be the Bill school, I became a social gospel preacher in America. I go America from church to church. Yes, where I go take me people there because I not get contractors.
Why government not do?
Listen me. If everything the government can do, is everything the government can do.
Responsible government.
You can if the government.
And responsible of government
listen,
for the audience here.
Even if the government from heaven, you know about address the issue of everybody.
You say this government, the government is not responsible for the citizens.
So maybe use another way for getting money.
Yes.
Now making enough for blame SLUDI in that. Why is everyone wants money? Why government not jam? Pass it go America.
Now you don't say government not for interfere, but Sluddy, it don't come to a point where Sluddy not able to take care of himself back.
It's not able.
No, wait, I don't tell you the problem. Because of it, not be don't can put embargo on Sluddy. But like this now, by this time, Sluddy for the tribe.
So would I put embargo on Sluddy?
That's the Ministry of Social Welfare.
Okay, wouldn't that the reason we didn't give to do that?
What do you mean, ma'am, the reason best done to them? One, then try to say, then people here, then take me to court. And when that court issue now, then capitalize. This other party, when are their own party,
okay, so
the government.
Because you did the wrong thing. We overstayed in
power. So there is
not
that court day for militate against we say. Then why then not court?
So why not overstay?
Why
not time overstay?
We don't overstay na power. We don't overstay na power. Anybody tell you say overstay na power, he is far from
DJ
Well, I listen to you now, SLBC where you say Corona make una neighbor get elected.
Yeah, of course. Well,
so
if government
have cause overstay.
Yeah, that go Corona business. Then send them. If government say remember na no get one side, he go do one.
But Corona don't do a long time. Una don't done. Here's
yeah, now they try for tell you
after
so
that, una come back and say, organize elections now. Corona don't done.
The election they try for organize now. Then go put.
Bakar, you are becoming very mischievous.
Okay.
Very mischievous.
You understand, eh? When they try for organize election now, then go put an injunction. Even elders then within the disability, you get the likes of Dr. Abdullah Dumbuya, who can call Dr. Abs. You get Mr. Sanosu Sise with the UK. You get Mr. Salamin Kotokwi. They elders then they all long come together. See, for let them go preach peace. At least for let elections occur.
Okay.
Then bypass all them people and they say, well, what they can do? Let them go now. Let them stop follow not let the elections not go on.
All right.
Huh? Who's kind dangerous thing
the right side for go for put injection per the
yes, now they then go. So if we not go election, but right away we go ahead with the election because of the injunction. Now they know what it be restricted for not take part by the elections. Okay. So now the ridiculous part of it, I don't know how they.
So we not still get for making an election.
Yeah, of course we get for making election.
It will be very illegal. So now, by right,
we can raise funds for law doing elections in December or January. Okay. This December this year.
All right, okay.
So we don't raise funds now.
All right.
At least for
we can watch
a
video quick. I know that my producer get a video. They'll watch a video quick way, according to Brother Thomas. This will be what happen when this election.
Then the way ECSL yeah, Sunday over the weekend Sunday.
All right, let's just watch the video quick. We'll come back. Stay tuned.
I will read them in English. National Executive Elections of the Sierra Leone Union on Disability Issues, SLUDI, took place on the 2nd June 2024 with the following contestable positions: the President, Vice President, Secretary General, Assistant Secretary General, Youth Leader, Women's Leader, Public Relations Officer, and Organizing Secretary. After nominations, which took place from 6th to 7th May, the position of Treasurer went uncontested and therefore went unopposed. In that regard, the only candidate who went in for the position of Treasurer, in the person of Alhaji Muhammad Rahman, is declared Treasurer for the SLUDI elections 2024. Organizing Secretary, Conte YB Susan. She had a vote of 373 valid votes with a percentage of 85.16. Kamara Zainab, 62 votes with a percentage of 14.16. Total votes cast is 438. Invalid votes 3. For the women's leader, Kuruma Adama, 354 votes with a percentage of 80.82. Ramatulai, Masare Ramatulai, 77 votes with a percentage of 17.58. Total votes cast 438. For Public Relations Officer, Thomas Aliu, 377, 86.07%. Bangura Sier, 54 votes with 12.33%. For youth leader, Gary Daniel B. 259 votes, which is a total of 59.13. Kanu Ibrahim, 172, a total of 39.27. For Assistant Secretary General, Kanu Almami DM scored 374 votes with 85.39, and Kamara Fatwata S scored 59 votes with 13.47%. For Secretary General, Charles Senesi NU scored 83 with 18.99%, and Kamara Alishos Muhammad scored 343 with 78.43. For Vice President, Kata Elizabeth 405, which is 91.84%, and Sanko Safi 28 with 6.35%. For President, Kamara Joseph Aliu with 410 votes, with a percentage of 94.04, and Gaiwa Seya with 14 votes, with a percentage of 32%. By the powers vested in me as chairman of the Elections Committee for SLUDI 2024, I hereby declare the following as winners for SLUDI National Executive Elections 2024. For President, Kamara Joseph Ali. For Vice President, Kata Elizabeth. For Secretary General, Kamara Alishos Muhammad. For Assistant Secretary General, Kanu Almami DM. For Organizing Secretary, Conte Susan YB. For Youth Leader, Gary Daniel B. For Women's Leader, Kuruma Adama. And for Public Relations Officer, Thomas Aliu. My sincere thanks and appreciation goes to all committee members for their relentless efforts in conducting a free, fair, and credible election. Thank you very much.
All right, Fambuhed, and welcome again to AYV Radio 101.7 FM, AYV Television, Channel 33, and online on www.ayvnews.com. Me and I'm jealous to the DJ business and I program The Hot Seats, and today we'll talk about SLUDI, the election that is Sierra Leone Union Disability Issues, and according to Bakar, it's in a sham elections. According to Thomas, it's in a real election. So, what do you make of the video the way you see? Bakar, first to you.
I just don't justify rating. I tell you about this, no say, na government's interference.
But I see somebody from Sludge there also. I see somebody from Sludge there.
No, but that's what they say. But the man we announced the results now from Human Rights Commission for Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah, we're down in a blatant violation of the constitution, SLUDI constitution. And mind you, Sierra Leone, it exists as a state with a constitution.
Okay.
So nobody no go can at this country can do anything without reference to the Sierra Leone constitution, not so. So equally for SLUDI, anybody do anything outside with SLUDI constitution, that in the will not go count in answer.
Okay.
So we not ever get institution from government for conduct election where they talk about Ministry of Social Welfare, Human Rights Commission for Sierra Leone, Office of National Security, and other people.
Okay.
In fact, the committee said we then constitute so in order to win knowledge as executives. Understand? Eh? That's how you say the elections is fraudulent. And they not use we own constitution. We own Bible or Quran.
Yeah.
So how can you conduct an election outside with dictates of your own constitution? So the dynamic will not the countenance, will not the acceptance today, will not the expectance
so
to an sham. What we get for do next now we don't tell you seriously. So they put plans there in place now for let we get to your elections. We raise funds now for let we at least conduct your elections. Because this election we didn't do so,
In fact, self not to election that one day. Okay. Even that Syrian guy was say when they talk about you might not participate. He gets issues with them. Say these issues there are fraudulent issues they want to need for ratify. Another one.
Which one he highlights? Which problems they highlight?
He highlights about data.
Okay.
The data by rights now we slow now for produce credible data. Okay. But then go ahead then go do fictitious data.
All right.
Like this now when they tell you say about 400 M. If we get a 301 OPDs them. We qualify and each OPD for send three delegates. Yeah. Compete about. Huh? Add by that number. It will go to thousands of people. Okay. So you see the voter apathy. Say, but people not go. Because they also not to election. As election they don't go. You understand? Okay. The lady raised that issue then they did not listen now. He writes letter, he back out of the race, but still they're using them by the ballot paper. Right. Now they're not to fraudulent elections. Now fraudulent elections.
Thomas, what's the next move? Okay.
Mr. DJ Base.
Yes, sir.
This man, Bakar, they mislead the vast suffering disabled people.
Okay.
If you hold then an obligation, enough for the sit down and divide way.
Okay.
As I said, the guy, the then president, he used to go overseas. And where we don't sign a communique for this election, we all sign say we don't make peace.
Yeah.
And left yonder, he instruct them. So when they talk about voter apathy, now they start to, it's let them not participate. Wow. And most of them even withdrew from the race. Okay. Because in the UK, it manipulates them. It control the Naya, right. Where the man they in luxury, where we have vast suffering. Now it is raining. Go down there and see disabled people there. You know, we get sympathy. They say, you were then at the same condition. Now you forget feeling for your company. Okay. Why can't we bury the hatchet and let we do something to help others so that they self will be useful in this country? Bakar, you don't there as Sludi Secretary General. Yeah. You don't live your life. You have somewhere to lay your head. What about the one with the Slipknot kit? This election will make at the end of the day think of the one where they suffer. Let us get empathy for one another. The man in the UK they manipulate Unanaya. When we're in a salon, they when I say government. Now government get for can do everything for us.
So now Thomas, yes. Bakar as part of the well, you say all executive say they don't agree. So how are we going to move now with this?
Of course, the deed has been done.
Okay.
The election has been conducted under credible and free and fair election.
People then vote?
Of course, people then vote. Okay. Kailang, Pujeong, Tonkolili, you name them, Makeni, blah, blah. Even a lot of people then voted. You right? Okay. So the deed has been done. Okay. So let us now forget about all the past. I believe we can tap into the resources of Mr. Bakar because Secretary General Igwebushowi will say which NGO will approach for get money, for care for brothers and sisters. So now that will wait for now. But another election, and there is no way, Bakar, you can get rid of the social welfare ministry. Now guarantor for the existence of SLUDI. Okay. If social welfare not exist, SLUDI not go exist. No civil society in this country where they adhere to rules and regulations of the country. Even if not political party, then get rules where they regulate them. They are independent, but get laws. So who are you to kick social welfare when now they take care of now they take care of every other situation in terms of disability issue? You know, we have to be very mindful what we say. Okay. You know, if we love this country, let us know what we are sending out to citizens because we are suffering. If we are saying Sierra Leone is one of the poorest nations, then look at people with disability. We are the poorest among the poor. So why can't we consider that one?
So would I sponsor the elections? Would I put the money for bringing everything together?
Social welfare was greatly involved.
Okay.
Greatly involved. These guys, they raise money at the end of the day, they eat. They don't conduct no election. Yes, that's what they do. The other one fly go, the other one they go and they all fly and go. They left the suffering disabled people. If not for me personally, I just want to make a change. All right. Yes, if not for me personally,
I don't do that.
Of course, I have a technical know-how.
All right.
I have the technical know-how. There, I have passion for the job. Right. You know, I have passion for disability issue. So I can usher in a change if they give me the okay for it. I meet a lot of NGOs. I have my international connections. We can help this country to grow in terms of disability issues.
Okay. Yes. So Bakar, what's the next? Someone say, I mean, they're going forward. And then go use the influence for able to make the slowly move.
No, we remain as civil society entity.
So this way they say now almost to be in this way.
Slowly, the real slowly. Okay. Because this way they go so, then our governments organization I then go do, not to SLUDI, not to win election, that one they then go conduct, yeah. So I remain like waiting be talk to now, the deal has been done.
So Thomas not part of government organization? Thomas Ali.
And the camp, it belongs to the government's own camp, because now then people are government say power.
So camp in day?
Yeah, the government, now the government's own camp.
So we're not the government's camp?
No, we not civil society camp, now they with they. You understand, eh?
Right.
Now they with they. Like what did they say no more? One quote the way they say.
Where's the government? Who's government camp in day? APC camp or SLPP camp?
Not government. Now when they say government, you understand,
They go government the camp.
Yeah, yes.
So,
now government.
Where do we belong?
You see? Now
so
government.
they were SLPP camp?
We don't know if now SLPP, what mean they say now government?
You say government, who's government?
Government, when they say government, you understand, eh? Government. Now,
so you not belong to government
at the same time, not to so.
We're not a government.
You get the legislative arm of government, the executive, not to so.
But
you get the judiciary.
All they under government.
Yes.
Yeah, when are the government of the day now they talk about?
Okay.
Now government of the day they talk about. You understand, eh? Who's government where they in power right now? Now government of the day, now they serve.
SLPP government?
Well, I don't know. Now government of the day will they serve. Well, how they say? You understand, eh? Well, how they say? Now government of the day.
You know what say SLPP government?
No, me no go and call parties now. But now government of the day,
himself no. Why you think they will hide?
Himself no. All man not say na government of the day. You know the government of the day where they in power. Not to so.
So which means if SLUDI, the APC, then go say na under APC governments. That's SLUDI.
It all belongs to APC. What's na APC regime? Now they will all belong.
Okay.
Now they do something where they contrary to the laws of the country. Now they will all go belong.
All right.
Where this other government they in power. Now they where they put laws, it go broken. You know they bet you.
But if you say any government where they then SLPP they now then so wait not the bad way if not under the government all day.
When I they tell you so now.
What you say?
But me if you say them for play a neutral role.
Okay.
Then for left free as civil society.
But ECSL and people who they organize elections.
No, but now national elections or until they invite. We will not invite. Which absolutely.
Now we invite them.
For let them count.
Now we invite them.
Okay.
We don't invite them.
We invite
them. We don't invite ECSL. We don't invite Human Rights Commission. We don't invite ONS for candle elections.
Someone said they invite them. Maybe
now
we parties for help.
We
not always invite them.
DJ Base, the communique will be signed. Again for me, I don't know whether you don't get a copy.
No.
Then the other parties and we all sign a communique. We say we don't bury the archer. Let election go on.
Okay.
But somebody left na UK. Then president Italian say they're not for even participate. So, but even with that, others then the way they participate. You know, all of them, most of them participated.
So Baka will sign part of that communique.
Well, of course, yes. Yes, they're part of that.
If I was interested, Mr. DJ Base, that communique day, where them can go na cost 10 days here.
Okay.
The judge, he go no land whether I say this communique. He say no get no bearing to them this one whole issue.
Right.
Now when no more DJ Base, not to all thing for talk na ya. But
waiting they work for hide. Because if you hide something, means say something they will no one talk.
Yes.
So waiting they work.
Now these orders from above, now I don't police country. Even who side 2 day, who side justice for day, then they ban because of orders from above.
Okay.
Others
from above.
Others from above. Now make you stay
when
in
we
power.
When we go court,
when you time, when you period.
That the 26th. And when we go na court
of last month.
Of last month.
Okay.
You understand?
Elections.
Yeah, elections.
So that means we already don't prepare because from the 26th to now.
We don't prepare for the elections.
The
but then do kukuyimuku by the T1. Then go collect data fraudulently. When not to screw the data because according to the letter they don't share with you. No. You understand? Eh? Now we for give data of all OPDs then we qualify.
You know what happened, DJ Base?
But then go. How many people do you think say qualify or don't pay wait for votes?
By constitution, if you get 301 OPDs them, it times by 3.
So
they don't to thousands of people.
You want to say 301 people and they already don't register because according to you
OPDs them times by 3. It's OPD for 3
depending on if they pay because earlier when you say
yes.
Now they don't pay them.
Now the one they don't pay now we don't certify now they tell you so. Okay. But then go create their own data. Then with ECS then go create their own data for them. The letters in there. Now I make a left them with you for let free them. Let you see the injustice, the fraud where ECSL, ONS them.
How then create them data?
Well, now they want green no, how they create data.
Explain now. How you said them creating data?
Yes.
What you see?
Then they go from village to village or from town to town. If they see bigger man as 3 they taking them. Hey you.
My goodness.
They then create organization for themselves.
You get evidence to that?
Yes, some people when they call and say, hey, this post, they exist.
That's a call. I mean, videos and then now telephone and they.
No, we don't need for follow the inside outside go pass
but
video.
The one day they tell you for proof say yes because now an allegation they make.
Well,
you don't get evidence for say then go meet somebody. I know they justify them, but I mean, at the clear side, where they look. If you say, I mean, Thomas then go out there and meet people, okay, look the video Like that video they will play now, show you.
Mr. DJ, there is a letter. We tell you about that.
What you say?
The letter they look
What's in
from
the letter
ECSL. Go read them. Go read the letter.
Okay. So now
Go read the letter from ECSL. Now I make a call with them letter. Now I make a call with them.
Is it timeline for? Okay, this one there. I don't know if now this you talk about. So the Secretary General Slady.
Yes, Slady. Yes.
Okay.
The letter they what have been due, what have been shared with you. We then say they don't.
This is a submission of voter
Yes.
national executive elections.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Now I read or which one? DJ
Base, this man is not.
You get list of OPDs them. We count this man. Wait.
Then a single one.
This is not a single one. This one, you get attachment.
Mr. B,
attachments.
you know the truth, he had for Koba.
This now.
You know the truth, he had for
court
Koba.
order.
Yeah. Let's see.
Where the man the claim say they don't withdraw the matter in a court. Look for another idea.
So since this year happened,
I think so. In this.
You don't go back to the court.
Read. Waiting happen.
All right. Okay. Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, where you do have, I'll just read a few. Date 2nd May 2024. The Secretary General Sierra Leone of Disability issues Slody Freetown Diasa adjustments in the timeline for the conduct of national executive elections. The Commission hereby notify organization about some adjustment in the timeline for the conduct of national executive elections scheduled for 26 May 2024. As you may be aware, there is need for some adjustment in the timeline due to delay in the submission of delegate lists from the districts.
It was deliberate on their side because they have been in power. Listen me.
Let go for it.
Yes.
As an update, the Commission has received delegates list from the following districts: Potloko, Cambia, Koinedugubo, Tonkolili Bond, Western Rural, Falaba, Western Urban, Pujeon, Kono, Kenema, Kailan, Moyamba. Bomale district is in the process of putting the list in the correct format, while currently the district it's yet to submit. The Commission will, however, go ahead with the processes by making some adjustments in the timeline to compensate for the time lost while waiting for the delegate list. Moreover, the agreed committee members at district level are expected to vet the submitted delegate list from 3rd to 6th May 2024, which will be followed immediately by the nomination of candidates from 7th to 8th May 2024. Presidential candidate will be nominated at the ECSN National Headquarters Office at Tower Hill, Freetown. Nominations for other positions can be done either at district levels or at the national headquarters, depending on the choice of the contestants. So, Adani, what I read?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see the justification now.
You see.
So when are we for surrender the list? Then go create their own for themselves.
Listen,
the letter speaks for itself. Not also Mr. DJ Base.
No.
Not to evidence down there against them. Now make a call. The only document
Bakar,
where you see the kind of fraudulent activities will take place.
Okay, no, listen to him.
Yes,
give
sir.
me an audience.
Yeah.
You need to be educated. And DJ Base,
Yes, sir.
these guys, they have been in power
Okay.
for the past almost 10 years.
All right. Is it true by 50 years?
No,
Okay,
for the past 10 years.
Secretary General and I come to
Yes,
years.
over that, almost 10 years.
All right.
And during that time, now they've been there in custody of all DPO, Disabled People's Organization.
Okay.
Even when this election come, then tell them, say, let them submit the names of all DPOs.
Okay.
They vehemently refused, failing to realize, say, the presence of social welfare is all over, because social welfare now they work with persons with disabilities in this country, across the country.
Okay.
They know every aspect of disability issues. When they refuse, you know, with the help of some of us, we work with social welfare and collect a data.
Yeah.
We cover everybody. Okay. They do that when they follow the election and go ahead. They hide everything, and I believe, say, even in terms of eventually we'll get for tick from them. They know they're not get for grade, but then they will go investigate. Okay. As long as you have been in power, at the end of the day, you get for give account of your stewardship, what you have been doing. Let them ready, whether they get for go conduct another election. As long as we have been declared as the winner, they have to be accountable to person with disability, not to Thomas Aliu, but the general populace of person with disability will not be accountable. Right. You know, even let me talk about office. You ask them, say, if office, that office would have be not so social welfare, would I approve school day? Would I get her? Not so social welfare ministry. Now then the good place, at the end of the day, even the place was not developed, but you only thought of your pocket. A pocket. And that is why you don't want change. And change must come in. Change must come in. If you people are afraid of your past deeds, we are going to usher in change so that at least we can better the lives of persons with disability in this country. Then guys, they don't want change you.
All right.
But we are going to force them.
Okay, we can't wrap up.
We are going to force them.
Baka, when I go willing for, give an account about our stewardship to...
No, they talk about change. And change, not going to do a change fraudulently.
Okay.
Behind the back door.
All right.
And not possible. If this process had been go transparently, devoid of government interference,
so the election ways to get for people who get for team up, then don't come and show interest.
The neighborhood don't express interest, but we get for come out with a date. And the process is how for now it's too early, sir.
Why?
It's too early.
Say, now your position, Thomas don't take so.
No, not to him. Thomas, na me
brother. According to Thomas, na in the plot all the money.
No, me, I know. One thing one shout to now, like what me brother they allege. Before where I became as Secretary General, the Constitution provides.
So no money no can inside.
No money no can inside. Wait, Mr. DJ Best. Since I can as Secretary General of SLUDI.
Yeah.
And the Constitution provides the Secretary General for being co-signatory. One day, I know they not change say for be signatory to the account. Now that was Mr. Me brother for no. I not ever be signatory to the account.
So money never come.
Because money no they can. I go be signatory to the account.
So since you take over, no money no come.
I still tell you, say the Ministry of Social Welfare don't sanction. We say for their partners they not work with we.
So we not do all things for able. Make mend that situation so that we go move forward for the interest of. The disabled people on the streets?
Because the Ministry of Social Welfare, the government now this bully tactics, now they don't use power now.
So you think, say, if they're not citizens, so you say they're not for interfere, we will still get away for go ahead?
Yes, of course, as a civil society, because we don't write to international partners then, where they believe in CSO operations.
Right.
We don't inform them.
But international partner go help if national partners they no help?
Yeah?
If international partner go help if national partners and for
international partners, we don't make a case to them.
Then go help without involving the social welfare way they do it. Then a part
of course, don't tell about the government meddling into political, internal politics of a civil society organization. They know it.
Okay.
And you deploy your country. You deploy your country.
They know it.
One thing I can only say.
And they don't hide and nobody. They know it already. And we continue for rights, even up to United Nations. We're ready for rights. All the documents out, they put all the documents out together. We send them
you think who I deploy?
Understand?
You think
these are the things we are doing now.
Listen me.
And nobody no go stop we for do that.
Bakar, you think would have for suffer?
Some of you ready for go jail for that.
For
once you stand for the truth.
Okay, you go jail.
Once you stand for the truth, then jail. Yes, for the truth, he did it.
All right.
Understand? Like he died now. Once your conscience clear, say you stand for the truth.
All right.
And the truth not the bend.
Okay.
Understand? And that's what stand for
right.
Protect the image of the union and with constitution. Nobody no go one
right.
violate we. Nobody no go carry you as guinea pigs.
You get any suggestion for the way forward for make moving forward? Which waiting to happen according to Thomas and Nuggets and elections. Una say una get for una elections. I know you want to say for the help for the trapper side because after elections and now I don't know they see they happen. But if when are the way forward now? When are the way forward now?
The way forward now, like me brother they say this no the election don't be done. Give one coach we are already where I get from somewhere where the coach say ignoring evidence of election fraud because the election is already over. It's like ignoring a murderer because the victim is already dead.
Okay.
That I want me brother they try for Portugal. He go say because of it don't fraud elections through fraudulent activities, the other election they when don't go through or that election day, and we for accept because of the election don't pass. It's like now the same situation. So where somebody don't go kill somebody, then say the one way kill him. They for go scotch-free because of the one way he don't die already. Now that kind of situation. And we know they go into that kind of situation.
Okay.
And we standpoint now, we conduct our own civil society, elections.
All right.
You understand? And now we standpoint that one day for protect the image of the union and we constitution.
So no conduct.
We therefore come up to say dates very soon.
Okay.
And tomorrow or next tomorrow, we'll therefore get a press conference.
All right.
So we'll therefore invite somebody from AYV.
Yeah.
So for as a way
all
of
right.
use.
Thank
so
you for the
we'll
time. Though I call on in a short notice, but this one let people know say this will happen in a bigger platform like this. Thomas, again, anything for say before we wrap up?
I just want re-echo the cries of persons with disability in the street. I just want to re-echo those vast suffering disabled people in Sierra Leone. I just want to re-echo that the disabled persons are limited to their four corners of their homes. I just want to re-echo that the persons with disability need economic empowerment, education, and so on. So because of this, I want Mr. Bakar to see reason. Let it not be self-centered. Let him fight for the right of these ones. These ones who are suffering, you are going to write to international community, think, Natomo Saliu, you deploy on the government, you are destroying your constituents. Are you nationalistic in nature? I want to let you be nationalistic so that you can serve Sierra Leone. Then you can lift the suffering states of those suffering, the person, disabled people there, for letting them get a better place in society so that they can become useful and responsible citizens in this country.
All right. Mr. Bakar, what do you go left to people out there, disabled people listen to you, Sierra Leoneans at home and abroad and all over the world?
I just want to let people know, say, the governments, the bully we, as a union, the governments, they try for civil rights, and we know they allow that to happen. We, now a body, now independent civil society organization, where governments not for interfere or meddle into the internal politics, and this way they don't do so, this election where they go do so over the weekend, not to slow this election then go do. Now then you do no more than go do. And we know they take them today, we know they accept that today. We go come up with a date as to the date for the elections. Very, very soon we get for come with a date. Or they try for raise funds now, or don't they, approach international partners them, other good and will people and we believe in work of civil society entities for let them come on board. And we want for say the governments, let them stop for do that one day. If any election past governments go, meddle into our civil society, they don't do another the Sierra Leone Bar Association, they don't do another the Bike Riders Union, they don't do unto Slowly, they don't do unto who that next then get for even the imam then yesterday back. Or maybe back na SLBC, you understand? And the same complaint back then go. Then say then can somebody go say in a president of Supreme Islamic Council now. So these things, so that when they get some government, connotation or undertone. Okay. So we appeal to everybody, the governments, other people, civil society, international organization, for let them allow the civil society space for thrive. Okay. If the civil society space not thrive, would I go checkmate the government of the day? And that one day, if it happens so, for the international partners or NGOs or donors in Canada, then kind country, then it go very, very much difficult. Understand? Because at the end of the day, if they can't have their money now, nobody know they for supervise what the government they do with their money, then they then close the civil society space. And for now, then go tell you say civil society now the fifth, estate, because you get the executive arm of government, the legislature, you get the judiciary. You get members of the fourth estate, when are the journalists. Now we don't get members of the fifth estate, then when are the civil society organization then? Okay. So if you can't close that space, the civil society space, what do you expect? Right. And most don't know they want accountability for their money where they send now. Right. You understand? So if you can't close that space there, it will just militate against the country or the government of the day. So me they appeal to governments where they into their activities, then they let them stop. Able disable politics again, past governments put under. All right. Fine. You see, if they bring down the image of the country, that one they fine.
So we foresee maybe going to court because earlier on they say we don't let go courts with time injunction. So if in our work, we go to court.
No, we know they go to court because I'd say I'll be share with one document where the court's been direct them for do. Say this election where they hastily conduct so. Yeah. Then instead of try for include we all together and let there be a credible elections. What they do now, hastily they do the election the second when a weekend. Where they know say now more than I them for serve than the court order. So they violate all the institutions and they violate the court order.
Okay.
Understand?
Thank you very much. So like I said, you want to get on this fete because you know you're in a different media houses or you got other people in you.
Not to me one grade participate. He go as well ask me, big brother, if now one grade participate because now me in King Jam now station. Don't so me
but now me work PRO.
Me say now work for
so the fact that but you have other powers behind you.
Yes.
Where they mislead you because you don't even know the issue. So
and they speak authoritatively as National Secretary General.
They really sympathize with the vast suffering disabled people.
So then we talk about the $1 million. We Ali been talking about that also. We didn't say for them for help.
$1 million.
Earlier on, we talk organization we've been for help with Dandy.
Well, sometimes they talk about that South-South cooperation
Yes.
projects.
Yes.
You understand? All that one day, now we don't engineer all that in the, even that we president with the UK. Now we don't engineer all that program.
So why don't they stall?
Yeah, because of this government don't write them say, let them know what could slowly. And government don't tell them.
So why not tell what could government?
The international commission don't tell them, say they can't come with this
You
money.
see,
It's slowly,
Mr. DJ
no, they
Base,
inside it.
this man, they
So now
mislead.
they urge them for let them do this.
Let
year
give me
so now.
chance.
At
Okay.
least
So the money go
for let them go get access to
Listen me.
So this is not the big-
So in case now, like this election, what them mad on all, then the Monica now, you know go join them, or you know go think so then go don't be the real organization now.
No, but Mr. DJ Bear, I don't say this not to
Listen
elections.
me.
For
This then one day.
All right.
Then one day.
I don't say the right to international partners then. Not tell you the situation
Now
on the
Sierra
ground.
Leone, you the
You
poor.
understand, eh?
All right.
So we they do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And right now, current president the UK, and you get link there.
All right.
When they allege this not saying as Mr. Thomas
So
Ali
wait
said
there,
the new
how much you dey
opportunity
help
this
una
not
back?
for go story now.
Wait,
Yeah,
so how much you help on the back for move the organization?
I love my country.
How
I
much
never
they
know
help?
It
it.
help
I love
back,
Sierra Leone.
they help we back home.
Okay, what see they do?
Yeah, financially.
All right.
Otherwise, they help we.
So how much you not gonna bank?
Mr. DJ, I don't tell you this not say, then people are, where they come, government sanction, we say, let them
Yeah,
not
but you
send
say
money.
the man at UK they help una. So for be accountable.
They want to be accountable. Now they afraid. And when I'm not afraid, when I'm not
Because
afraid.
for now, must not get on an account. When I get an account,
Of course, you get an
I
account.
must not get it.
But we're not getting that in the right now.
We come, we don't eat
That's
all.
not the day.
We don't
Because
eat
then
all.
people are not allowed for
They
letting
don't
their
eat
plate for
all.
president.
They don't eat all.
Well, I think now.
Yes.
If you, I don't tell you this not say, if me
Yes.
from where I can't sexy, I don't want
They one day
to the
they're
account, not to
stubborn.
so. Now,
DJ
they
Base.
say,
You know, understand for no money.
I don't want to sign for nobody.
DJ Base,
For no
the
money.
commission.
You see? If
person-
they don't sanction, you say they
person
don't
with
give money.
disability commission from Liberia. They come out Liberia, we get a meeting at Family Kingdom, I think last year,
Okay.
for let them guys and see reason for conduct election. Just imagine, person with disability, their own commission from Liberia. They hosted us in a Family Kingdom.
Okay.
We had a very, very fruitful discussion for let them guys and whole meeting. We shake hands, we dance together. When you see the people then go back to Liberia, they forget about the whole thing because they no one left power.
What was maybe Mr.
But you were there.
For talk through.
No, that's a fact.
You're not a big man. You know,
No,
finally,
no.
tough and this one.
It not happen in a Family Kingdom.
Next fall back.
It not happen in a Family Kingdom.
Let's talk here. Not to
Say
see.
They
Yeah,
not come.
Kingdom.
The commission from Liberia, they not come.
They not become.
They may not become.
I know the speed that Friday. They
Ah,
may
but they
come.
come.
Then we
come.
make get that to una. Say no.
They
come.
try
Yes.
to strike the
I
same
was part of that meeting.
because of government interference. They said they
Yes.
see and I make them pull out.
Yes, see?
All right,
Government
thank you very much,
interference.
guys. We wish you all the best. Hope so una go able find a way forward. And I mean, for the benefits of the other one they were there out there because they look up to una. Even una say food on day for some time, una know they able to give back. What then look up to una. So almost have the non-car whatever. Hope so una go able find a solution. All right.
They're not kites.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. We have a support program. Thank you out there, Thomas. And
Okay.
Bakar and to everybody out there for being part of this show. These are the hot seats. Me and Mama Jajalo still the DJ. But sometimes I'll take it a little bit on the side of special needs people. Like I say again, it's not about lawyers. Politics sometimes it's about part of these elections. But till then, this program they come to you every Wednesday, 10 o'clock on the net, and a repeat on Saturday, 3 p.m. We tell plenty to all the people and the camera guys, the producers, the people who put everything together, and at least for where you call on this morning, it will come. Plenty to all right?
Thank you very
God
much.
bless you.
Thank
Also
you.
bless you.
Thank you.
A way forward. Till then, have a good time. Bye-bye.